showing how to do the twist headband. Okay, so I doubled my thread because I'm going to be using a 4.5mm hook. So I doubled it to make it big enough and so that the stitches can easily be seen in the video. So I'm going to go straight to making a chain. One thing you have to note is that the procedure, like how to make the chain varies. How to make the chain for the headband varies. You can either decide to make a chain according to the width, or you can decide to make a chain according to the length. When you make one according to the length, you'll have to keep on trying the chain out on your head, around your head, to see if it fits. And if you're going to be using if you're going to be making your chain according to the width, just as I did here with this one here in the video, you have to just estimate a size that you think will do for you. You don't have to do something that is exactly as this in the video. You could make yours slightly bigger, you could make yours slightly smaller, but just make sure it's not too small. So the minimum size, I'm going to make one according to the width, and the minimum size that I feel would be best if you're going according to the width is a chain of 10. So I'm going to go straight into making my chain of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm trying to go slow. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm going to add 1, which will be our turning chain. So just like I said earlier on, this stitch is just basically slip stitch as well as half double crochet. So we shall skip our very first stitch, which is this one over here, and we shall start with a slip stitch in our next or second chain from the hook. So you go through that first loop, you pull through, you have 2 loops. Get that loop and pull it through the first loop, and that will be your slip stitch. Then we shall yarn over, go into the next stitch, pull through, you have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over again, pull through, and that will be our half double crochet. I'm going to go through it till the end of this chain. So you go through that first loop, we shall be doing our slip stitch this time, and pull it through. Then you yarn over, go through the next loop. I hope I'm not going too fast. You pull through, you have 3 chains on your hook, yarn over again, and pass through all the 3. Now our next one is going to be a slip stitch, so you go through that first loop, you pull through all, or you pull through that one loop that you have on your hook, you yarn over again, go into the next stitch, have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through all 3. The next is a slip stitch. In case you are confused on how to make a half double crochet, you can always refer to one of my videos and just see how to do a half double crochet slowly so that you don't get lost. And so that pattern is that simple: half double crochet, slip stitch, half double crochet, slip stitch, and you have to make sure that your very last stitch is a half double crochet. If it's a slip stitch, then you just have to undo it and try to redo it until you at least have a slip stitch. So there we shall have our first row. When you reach the end of the row, you chain one and turn your work. When you turn your work, where we last did our last half double crochet on row 1, you go through both loops this time. These little V's here that you see, hope it's clear enough, are the ones you go through this time round. You yarn through the loop that you have on your hook. Then the next stitch will be a half double crochet, and it will be done where we previously did a slip stitch on row 1. So here you have to really be careful and do it gently. Yes, it's going to disturb you until you finish because it's a slip stitch. It doesn't really have much length, so it's going to disturb you throughout, so you just have to bear with it and go gentle. So the next stitch we shall be doing a slip stitch where we had a half double crochet. Then now the next one will be a half double crochet where we had a slip stitch, and the pattern is that simple. So we'll just be following slip stitch, half double crochet, slip stitch, half double crochet. Where you did a slip stitch, you make sure you do a half double crochet, and then where you did a half double crochet, you make sure that you do a slip stitch. I'm trying to really go slowly so that you can see properly. So I'm going to pause the video and you can go right into making the length as required. Like I told you, wherever we do a slip stitch, it usually disturbs, but you just have to bear with it and make sure okay. So I'm going to just pause the video right here and you'll continue with the pattern. Remember, it is a slip stitch and a half double crochet. Where you did a slip stitch, you do a half double crochet, and then where you did a half double crochet, you'll be doing a slip stitch. Okay, so here I finished to weave a number of rows that fit on my head size. So we're going to just join the two and try to stitch it up. Attach your needle to a piece of thread, and this is how you fold it. So you get this end, both ends of the headband, you fold them and then bring the two together like a sandwich. Then when you have them joined together, you stitch it up. Sometimes it's hard because I'm using two. I'm trying to move sorry. Try to sew it gently. It might disturb, it may not disturb, so just have to try and be as careful as you can be. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut this off, remove one thread, I'll tie a knot, and then we do the stitching. I think you're asking yourself what happened to the purple one. I was able to finish the purple one. Sorry for changing colors. Just wanted to try out several options. Make sure as you're stitching you do not stitch very far, like around here. Try to be on the first row of the edge. Oops. Okay. And you have to make sure you stitch it up as many times as you can, because you know it's going to be on the head and it has to be tight enough, and you don't want it falling apart as well when someone is putting it on. So you have to be very careful as you're stitching it up, so that you don't make it very easy someone to pull them apart. Okay, so I've come to the end. Fasten it off. Remember, we need to fasten off we need to weave in our ends. So I'm going to just weave in my ends. Okay, and then fasten off here. So weaving all these other ends. Okay, so I've managed to fasten off all my ends, and I cut whatever thread I could. So here we've finished stitching it up. So what will happen is that we're going to turn it the other way. So now as you turn it, you see your twisted fashion right there. Beautiful. And this is how you make, that one is right here. This is how you make a grid stitch twisted headband. Thank you so much for watching the video. Please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel in case you're new. Please like and share. Take a picture and take a picture